Hey, it's Ben. Today we're going to go over job security versus information sharing. Imagine you just found the best job of your life. They got food every day, movies every night, the people around there are awesome, and you want to do whatever you could to stay there. There's this term job security, which refers to the reason why you wouldn't be fired. Now imagine this job is hiring other people. You're not the only person who's gonna be part of the team. You've been there for like a week or so. You see that some other new person is in there and you're like thinking how to talk with them. Like, are you quote unquote senior to them? If they start doing stuff faster than you, is that a bad thing? Should you do something to stop them from taking your job away? You have to try and make yourself look different from them. Some way that you are indispensable so that you can't easily be fired. But how to do that correctly? Imagine you find out there's this one trick that you can do that will get like a special, special report. You tell your boss, hey, check this out, I can do this. And the boss is like, great, this is awesome. Let's say it's very important and your boss depends on it all the time. Usually, if it's that important, some people start coming to you and they're like, hey, how'd you do that? That's so cool, right? You have a choice to make. Either you show them how to do it, or you can be like finders keepers, or this is a secret and I'm not telling you. Sure, you'll act kind of like as a douche, but at least the secret is with you and it's kind of your job security, right? The other guy who started out with you, he knows that you're not sharing whatever with him. And he's like, all right, whatever, I'll go my separate route. And he finds out something of his own. And let's say the boss likes that even more. This is like, whoa, this is even better than what you did. It's in your best interest to try and figure out what the heck he did, right? Sharing information starts to come at a cost, right? Because you didn't share something with him, he's less likely to want to share with you. I mean, maybe he's just a nice guy, or maybe like if you ask, then he will tell, but he won't just tell you on his own. But let's say that's fine. You can handle that. And you can build maybe like a secret library of your own, or just like remember various things. And keep on doing them. But as soon as someone asks you, like, hey, how do you do that? And if it's someone below you, then potentially you'll kind of like not really talk about it. If you do this, people will naturally kind of gravitate away from you because you are acting as a douche. The problem is that the product that you're so good at will at some point expire. This product, whatever it is, let's say it's something like HTML. Everyone uses it. It doesn't look like it's gonna go away anytime soon. JavaScript, people are using it so much now. Everything will eventually change. The idea that you can become an expert in one thing and keep holding on to that thing is not very dependable. Especially now with newer technology being released all the time. Instead of mastering one thing, you have to constantly be going on learning new things all the time. If you're going to be learning new things all of the time, you can't be an expert in them. There will always be someone who just specializes in that one thing. If you want to survive in current society, you have to know more than one thing. Be more of a generalist and be able to leap from one project to another. Be able to work on new products all of the time. It's hard to secretly gain knowledge on all of this and keep on having an upper hand. So what do? How do you keep job security? With that previous example, there's a new guy that's starting out with you. You're just a week ahead. And now your new coworker is saying, hey, what'd you find out? What's so cool? Let's say you show him what that is, and then later on he learns something else and doesn't tell you about it. So not only did he benefit from your knowledge, but he has other stuff and he's not telling you about it. you have the advantage over that person that you will tell other people how to do it. For example, let's say you learned that Control F triggers a search functionality. And this saves a whole bunch of time for everyone who had to previously manually go into, like, whatever, edit or view, find, and now they can just press the Control F. So you learned that, and now you can do it everything much faster. You taught it to the other guy, and now he does everything much faster. His co-workers are like, hey, that's so cool, how do you do that? And he keeps it secret. Then they like, that guy's being a douche, he's not telling us how to find stuff faster. And you can be like, oh, I know how to do that, just press Control F, and that's how you do it. And they'd be like, oh, cool. And so they will remember you as the source of information, not that guy. Even though he might know it, he is not really the source of it. Let's say you tell everyone about it, and now everyone knows the Control F thing, including like your boss, your manager, everyone knows it. And now they don't need you for that functionality anymore because everyone knows it already, right? So how do you keep your job security? Because that was your previous go-to thing. They remember that you were the source of information. Even though you are not the expert in the product, they would still go to you because you provide information when you know it. That establishes a level of trust. If you get into the habit of telling people everything that you know, they'll become friendly with you. If your goal is to learn as much as you could, it's in your best interest to share as much as you could. People who keep secrets for themselves will be out of the loop. If you want to learn as much as you could, you have to share what you know. And in that way, there will be retribution. People will talk to you. And in this way, you can gain friendships within the community. The interesting consequence of sharing information with everyone, they will remember you as the person from whom they can ask questions. And that is where you'll get your job security. You don't have to really worry about the latest and greatest things. People will actually voluntarily tell you about something new because you've shared so much with them. And as a result, you will constantly be the source of information. That will be your job security. Instead of being an expert that knows everything and charging for everything that you say, if you tell everyone everything that you know and give it out for free, you won't have to know everything. People will be very friendly with you. You will tell them what you know. If you don't know something, you can just tell them that you don't know it. And that will be okay, because you don't put a cost to telling that information to them. What will end up happening is that you will have more job security than that guy that knows everything but keeps it secret. You end up enjoying your job more because everybody is acting more friendly with you. And once you go that way, once you start sharing everything with everyone, you realize that that was so much better than trying to keep everything secret, because of how much respect that you get, even though you don't know the whole platform. So that's all I had to say. I'll see you next time.